This is our 1967 Ford Cortina GT. We've been letting it sit, running for just about 5 minutes. Coolant temp is still nice and cool. We'll get it out on the road and try to put you in the car with us. What just a fantastic example of what became the most popular car in the mid-size family saloon segment in Great Britain. Introduced in 1964 as the Mark I and forever cemented into motor enthusiast history as the Mark I Lotus Cortina by the Mark II, which was introduced in 1966. Cortina had established itself as British Motor Company Austin and Morris killer, and for the 1967 model year, the Cortina was the most popular new car in Britain, and what would go on to become one of the most popular cars ever. They made 2.6 million of them. This is an early 67 example. It's got the 1500 non-crossflow engine. It's been retrofitted with the upmarket 1600E interior. So that got you such features as wooden dashboard, these door caps you can see here, door caps. This is the raised binnacle, the gauge binnacle. Normally the gauges were down here. Another nice option. Here we have a nice country road, very fitting for the Cortina. Similar to a British B road, except for a good 3 feet wider, and of course driving on the wrong side. I'm shifting about 5,500 RPMs. I'm showing about 50, 60 miles per hour on the speedometer, and I'm revving about 4,000 RPMs. Here's our normal Glen Shelley test route, coming into a right-hander, a little bit of a brake, I'll downshift. Turn it in. I wouldn't call the steering rack tight, but I certainly wouldn't call it slow. Woo, she's a little, ooh, she turns in nice. Tail wants to step out a little bit. I can just imagine how much fun this would be if you were taking the long way home from work with the kids in the back. Disc brakes in the front, drum brakes in the rear. Both painted red. I've never seen a drum brake painted red before. The fun thing about these cars is you just go ripping around, revving them close to red line with your hair on fire, and look down and you're doing 45 miles an hour. But because of that, it kind of encourages just a little bit of hooliganism. I might not be so beholden to it if it was in a more modern car. See if we can't scare some horses. It's amazing to me that this is a Ford. This is just not what I think of living in America when I think of a 60s era Ford. Something that small, slow, rev happy, and sporty. So here we got it up to 60-ish. I'm cruising like 4,000 RPMs. All my gauges are in the green. The great thing about gauges in this period is if you see something you don't like, you can tap on it and maybe it'll tell you something different, which you do like. All right, here we are on the highway. Here I'm doing 65. We are going downhill a little bit, and I'm revving about 4,500 RPM. Engine doesn't feel like it's being strained or there's any lack of power. A little bit of wind noise. No excessive vibrations here in my 3-spoke steering wheel. I grew up with British cars. We had a Jaguar XKE, an E-Type. We had a big Healy. I still have my dad's MG Midget. You know, frankly, they're all terrible. Coming from that backdrop to the reliability that you found in the Ford Cortina, it starts every time. It's got heat. There doesn't have electrical gremlins. I can see why this was so popular, because it brought a level of civility and reliability you just couldn't find in other British cars in the period.